And I feel bad too for a younger generation now, because now your success is always based on what you see somebody else does on social media, right? And success is such a relative. It's so relative.
For
like,
sure.
What do you mean by success?
Yeah.
Because I see people that I've known for years who are friends, and they don't have like the riches or whatever, but they're the happiest people on earth. Like who's to say that they're not successful? In what sense are they not successful?
100%.
And when you see like these videos, these pictures that are in your face that says, yo, I'm living the best life that I can, you don't know what's going on in their personal life. Yeah. Those people show you what they want to show you 24/7. Even us, we know people who are so fucking good at that, but we know what's going on in their lives, and it's a facade. And you know, people have to do what they have to do. You guys have brand deals or whatever. You have to show this great life so you can make sure that you have to pay your bills. That's perfectly fine. But it's up to you guys as a viewers to understand that your life is not supposed to be based on this false idea of what happiness is. Whatever makes you happy, you figure that out. We can't figure that out for you. Like the way Dan Bilzerian lives, everybody looks at that and says, oh, I want that. Are you sure? You sure about that?
You know how many tampons he has to have in inventory, like on standby?
Dude, man, and these bitches keep flushing them down the toilet, clogging up his gold toilets. Yeah. Shit sucks, bro.
I know, man.
You think you want unlimited pussy, bro? This is rough, man.
Really? Really?
There's no space in the bed. You roll over. There's a chick over here. There's another hot ass chick over here. Try to stretch out your arms. There's fucking titties right there. You're like, God damn it, man.
It's hard living like that. You don't want to be Dan Bilzerian, dude.
No, you want the bed to yourself.
Yeah, man. Nice and cool. You know.
So is this mindset something that was applied or something that you picked up so I'm just going to assume it comes from the parents, right? Because I'm always like, who do you spend the most of your life with in the beginning of your life? And it's your family, right?
It's definitely my mom. I think my mom's my biggest influence when I kind of look back at it. She's definitely one of the bigger ones. Like,
in what way?
But she's always happy.
Has she always been unapologetically her? Like, I'm gonna just do things because this is what I want.
To a fault, bro. Like, this woman could definitely reflect on some of her actions. You know what I mean? Some crazy stuff. But she's always been about, like, here's one of the things too. Like, as long as I've known her, how poor we grew up, how little money that we had, she has never ever said, I hate my life. Aww. And she has never said, I hate my job. Two things she's never ever said.
That's fucking badass.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope that you observe that.
Yeah. Also, she told me. It's like, oh, they got no humble bone in her body, dude. She was like, when have you ever seen me complain about our job? She goes, I'm happy. So, you know, why do you complain so much? That's why I don't like people who complain. I like it if you complain and you make jokes about it and you're allowed to grieve and feel the sorrow that you have. But if you're sitting here and waiting for a pity party every day, I don't want to fucking hear it. Not because I'm not empathetic to your pain, not because I don't care about you if you're in my personal circle, but if you're sitting here just for me to absorb your negative emotions just because you want to let it out and I have to take it, I don't want to sit around for that. Because at the end of the day, and everybody knows this, you are the closest people to your circle. The closest people that you relate to are the people that you're going to be. Yeah. No matter how strong of an individual you are, if I hung around pieces of shit, which is why I never talk to her, I don't hang out with this guy.
Fuck you love me,
I elevate my life, dude. It's hard. And, you know, we always think that we could be better. And we were talking about it too, how sometimes when we hang around people who are a reflection of our past life, it gives us PTSD.
Yeah.
It scares us a little bit, makes us feel uncomfortable. And I don't know what it is. And recently too, I was hanging around a bunch of, you know, thuggish like people, and I started emulating their behavior as if this is who I am. Like, yeah, you know, I'll fucking, yeah, cuz, you know? And I'm really uncomfortable. Yeah. And I wanted to leave that situation so bad. So imagine if I was around these people 24/7, I would imitate that lifestyle, and I don't want to do it. So who you are really influences who you're around, really influences who you are. Yeah. And my mom was literally that person in my corner. Hey, do what your dad tells you, but you pursue what makes you happy. Even when it came to somebody I married, she said that when you marry somebody, you are going to be stuck with that person. Your father, me, I'm going to be dead. You're going to be with your wife and your kids. So make the right choices when you decide to be with this person. You have to live with your choices. So that's how you have to live your life. That's what my mom has always told me. You live with your choices, you deal with what you make, deal with the bed that you make. And so I've always been living my life that way since she told me that, because it was like one of those whoa moments.
It is.
I thought that she wanted me to marry somebody that she wanted me to marry.
Wow.
But she was like, no, you just have to marry somebody that you know that you're going to be happy with. Because if not, I could hate that woman, but if she makes you happy, I'm not married to her. You're gonna have kids with her. She's gonna raise your kids. She's gonna build the household vibe with you. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna take what this woman says and apply it to my life, and I have to remind myself of that all the time.
That's dope. When they talk to you as an adult, you're like, oh shit, thanks. I feel like an adult and I can make adult decisions now.
Especially when they give you the responsibility switch, where you get to go, well, if I do this, I have to accept the consequences. Versus a lot of times, I think the parents, they try to create such a controlled and sheltered environment, where the responsibility is still technically on the parent. So the kid feels like, I'm not really driving this car, nor am I responsible for the consequences, and they just never learn.
Yeah.
But then with you, they're like, you have to live with your choices and go ahead and make that choice.
I mean, they've tried to control me since I was a little kid, and it was fucking damn near impossible. So I'm pretty sure they're just exhausted too. Like, even my dad, there's moments where sometimes we're about to get into a heated argument. He just goes, whatever. Goes out, starts building shit. He goes, I don't want to do it.
He already knows where it's gonna go. He's like, this fucking strong-willed motherfucker.
Yeah, it's just pointless too. His goal too now. He the last fight that we had was like 5-6 years ago.
Nice.
And so it's been so long since we had a fight. And we even the last thing that he said too, he goes, I only have a few years left on this earth. I don't want to do a fighting. So we're not fighting anymore.